topaz tower. Aside from being gorgeous and dressing like she owns the world, she's not someone to be underestimated. Her grandfather, none other than Thunderlord Song Jiang-yun. And let's be real, I don't even know the guy, but I already pity whoever dares date Chun-Hee in the future. As for the squad behind her, they aren't some low-tier henchmen either. There's Joe Bak, a standout student personally trained by the Fist King. Then you have Han S, who's learned under the legendary Sword Empress herself. And finally Gao Myon. Despite the teasing tone, he's actually the sole heir of the Golden Lotus Pavilion. Once introductions are wrapped, Bung Chul decides to disappear from the scene. With him gone, Hyun-woo turns toward Kim Ho, clearly curious about that cookie stunt earlier. He finds it strange that Kim Ho would throw himself into a confrontation just to save a single cookie. Disclosing the facts, Kim Ho reveals that he actually arrived to investigate the impressive lightning technique wielded by Chun-Hee. This information catches Hyun-woo off guard because he did witness Kim Ho stepping forward to intercept the hummingbird charm, which prompts Kim Ho to test his understanding of the incantation. After pondering briefly, Hyun-woo admits he had never observed the use of this spell before. Even having caught a glimpse of it, he was unable to perceive the released lightning hummingbird. It appeared as though the assault never intended to harm its target directly, but instead to immobilize them momentarily. Kim Ho listens to his insight and partly concurs with his assessment. He proceeds to explore why it is named the hummingbird spell originally, as it draws inspiration from the distinctive flying style of the bird. You see, in a standard casting of the spell, its effectiveness depends on the mage's skill level. The fact that Chun-Hee employed the hummingbird reflects her mastery. Now, if Kim Ho were facing a seasoned mage, he wouldn't have managed to capture the hummingbird because the caster could skillfully manipulate its flight path. Yet strangely, rather than modifying its trajectory, it ended up trapped in his palm. That clearly indicates only one thing: Chun-Hee requires more practice in controlling her power. At this moment, Hyun-woo is genuinely impressed by Kim Ho's detailed explanation and keen interest in a spell. Incidentally, there's another detail Kim Ho noticed when the spell was launched. He judges that Chun-Hee is gifted for casting an E-rank skill despite possessing only a D-rank strength attribute, suggesting she may possess a powerful innate trait and even hinting at a substantial internal mana reserve. Either way, Kim Ho believes she will easily fulfill her title as the Thunderlord's granddaughter. Returning focus to Hyun-woo, he has quickly grown to admire and befriend Kim Ho during their brief interaction. Kim Ho thinks this guy might be overdoing it a bit, but Hyun-woo is earnest about his support and even offers assistance whenever Kim Ho might require it. Grateful for the offer, Kim Ho promptly decides to seize the chance and invites him to accompany him. Simultaneously, he courteously requests a sudden favor to borrow a single silver coin. In the following scene, they arrive at Kim Ho's selected spot. Unfortunately, the machine is malfunctioning. And yes, it's a gambling device because this area used to be a casino. The machine looks dilapidated and broken to Hyun-woo's eyes, yet Kim Ho is ready to wager all his savings on it. In other words, the single coin he borrowed from Hyun-woo. Upon inserting the coin, initially nothing occurs, prompting them to question if it truly is broken. But suddenly the machine activates and powers on, revealing a secret feature named the Broken Slot Machine. Naturally, this is something Kim Ho recognizes, having unlocked every achievement in the entire game. Using this as his lucky break, Kim Ho pulls the lever back, betting on the outcome. However, to their mutual disappointment, the only prize he ends up receiving is a bottle of water. Yes, not the wooden staff of destruction or the relentless forked sword or even the covert American technique called the farmer's shotgun, just a simple water bottle. Hyun-woo doesn't understand what Kim Ho is doing here. Meanwhile, Kim Ho quickly clarifies that what they're doing blatantly breaks the Academy's rules because claiming any item from the machine is prohibited. This causes Hyun-woo to realize he's essentially acting as a lookout, while Kim Ho repeatedly uses the lever to gather the machine's rewards. He also suspects they'll be okay since the committee rarely makes visits.